Hi Table Tennis Junkies. This week's episode is going to be my top 10 reasons why people miss their own serves. Let's get right into it. Reason number 10, indecisive serves. Once you've thrown the ball up in the air, don't change your mind on the serve. Sometimes I'll see my opponent move or I'll change my mind like at the last second after the ball's in the air. Both are really bad ideas. Once you've thrown the ball up, just commit to the serve that you decided on before you threw the ball in the air. Reason number 9, inconsistent ball toss. This is common when people are learning new serves, but if you want to have a consistent serve, you need to have a consistent toss. What I mean by that is when you throw the ball in the air, it should land pretty much in the exact same spot every time, so that way you know where to swing. Reason number 8, serving too high. Okay, this isn't exactly missing the serve outright, but it has basically the same result because your opponent's just going to smash it back. Speaking of smashing, go ahead and smash the like button because the YouTube algorithm loves it. And you get free coaching and I get a blue like button. Reason number 7, being too nervous when you're serving. This is a tough one, but one thing that I like to do when I'm practicing serves is I'll pretend like it's 9-all, or I'll try to change my heart rate or my breathing. So that way I can kind of feel that stress and that pressure. I try to put pressure on myself as I practice serves. It's important to be able to perform and do your serves under pressure, and one way to kind of be able to do that is to practice putting yourself under pressure either mentally or physically, and then trying to do hard serves or whatever serves you're trying to practice. Another thing that I like to do is I actually like to try to calm myself down. So after I work myself up in practicing serves, I'll try to calm myself down and just try to relieve some of that pressure, because it's important to be able to perform under the pressure, but sometimes it's also important to be able to calm yourself down while you're feeling pressured. The reason why I work up my heart rate and my breathing is because that's how I feel when I'm under pressure, but that might be different for you. So however you feel in tight, stressful situations, that's how you should try to mimic when you're practicing serves to deal with those situations. Reason number 6, being too relaxed. This is basically the opposite of being too nervous or too stressed out, but it can cause you to miss your serves because a lot of times if you're too relaxed, you'll have extra motion in your stroke or too much wrist motion, and also it can cause you to be too slow getting out of the serve. So you want to have some intensity, not too much, not too little. Reason number 5, going for too much. You definitely want to have lots of wrist motion and have a good swing on most of your serves. But if you go for too much, it's easy to lose control, and you don't want to lose control because then you'll start missing your serves. When I'm learning a new serve, I actually like to have an exaggerated wrist motion and a real fast swing because it'll help me generate a lot of spin. And when I'm doing that, I'm not focused on the depth or whether I'm making the serve. I'm just kind of focusing on generating the spin and not really thinking about controlling it. But as you get better at the serve and before you put it into a match, you definitely want to refine it down. So it's okay to go for a lot and really just go for it when you're first learning the serve, but you want to tone it down and kind of form it into a good, solid, consistent serve before you put it into a match. Reason number 4 for why people miss their own serves. They're not thinking. This is probably one of the more common mistakes because if you're not thinking about the serve, it's easy to make stupid mistakes and just like have unforced errors. Another thing is if you're not thinking about the serve before you do it, you're likely doing the wrong serve. So even if you make the serve, it's probably not the best serve to do in that situation against that particular opponent. And also, if you're not thinking about your serve, you're probably not thinking about the follow-up either. So there's a lot of things involved with this, and it's so important to think about the serve before you do it. Reason number 3, you're not watching the ball. There are a lot of pictures online of people serving, and it looks kind of funny when they're watching the balls like right in front of their face when they're serving. But this is just like so important to do. If you're not watching the ball, it's easy to mishit it and make mistakes. You can kind of watch your opponent out of like your peripheral vision or out of the corner of your eye, but in general you want to really be focused on the ball and watch the ball as you're serving it. Reason number 2 for missing your own serves is landing the ball too deep on your own side of the table. So when I'm serving, I'm trying to land the ball in that first third pretty close to me on the table when I'm serving fast. If I'm serving short, I'm going to land it kind of in that middle third, or just kind of the middle of the table on my own side of the table. And then if I land it in that last third that's closest to the net, it's very hard to have the ball clear the net. And when I'm teaching serves, this is by far the #1 mistake for people that I'm teaching. So as you're serving, try not to let the ball land too far away from you. Generally, it'll be pretty close to you on the table. The #1 reason that I see people miss their own serves is because they're too rushed. This is especially common for kids. They'll go and pick up the ball, they'll walk up to the table, and they'll just serve right away. You don't want to do that. You want to get up to the table, look at your opponent, see what they're ready for, think about which serves you're going to do, get your feet set, get set, and then serve. So if you're just kind of rushing, it's very easy to make unforced errors. You'll likely, even if you get the serve on, it might not be a very good serve, or you might do the wrong serve. Always take your time when you're serving and think about what serve you're going to do, and then do the serve. Reason number 11 why people miss their own serves, and this is a bonus one, is that they just haven't practiced enough. Serves take a lot of practice and a lot of time, but luckily you can just kind of do it on your own. You just need a big box of balls and you can just serve over and over and over again. Take the time to do it because it'll improve your game pretty drastically. I'm going to put my list of most common ways that people miss their own serves in the description box. You likely won't need this whole list, but you might want to pick 1 or 2 items out of it to just use in your own game to focus on and just to improve on your own game in those specific areas. It's really important to know how you miss your serves and why you're missing them, so that way you can improve on it. If you don't know why you're missing a serve, then it's very hard to improve on that serve. That's all for this week's video. Remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this one. And as always, I'll see you next week. Thanks. Serving too high. Okay, this isn't exactly missing the serve, but it's basically just the same result because your opponent's going to smash it and you're going to lose the point. And speaking of smashing, go ahead and smash that subscribe button because... I'm just gonna put it in the video. I'm just gonna, no shame.